What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Jeff Benjamin with iDownload Blog. This that you're looking at right now is CarPlay Activator. It is an upcoming jailbreak tweak from developer Adam Bell, who's well known for other tweaks like Stride and AppHeads, for instance. He's a well-regarded, well-respected developer, and this, folks, is his latest creation, CarPlay Activator. So this basically brings the CarPlay interface directly to your iOS device. It makes it seem as if an external CarPlay head unit or external display is connected, and the CarPlay interface is projected right on your iOS device so that you can use it from an iOS device without an external head unit, which is really awesome. Normally, if you wanted this interface, what you would have to do is you have to go out, purchase a Pioneer unit or an Alpine unit that had CarPlay integration in it, or you would have to buy a OEM direct from the manufacturer, a brand new car basically that had CarPlay installed or pre-installed on the OEM head unit. So those are two options that can be fairly expensive. I think the Pioneer and the Alpine range from anywhere between $5,000 and $1,000, somewhere around that ballpark. It's extremely expensive to get a CarPlay interface in your car, and then you have to go through the whole motion of getting it installed, working with installers, setting up appointments, making your factory system no longer stock. So there's just a lot of negatives and downsides if you want to use CarPlay the way it was originally designed. Well, now you can use CarPlay with just your iOS device. So you could, in theory, take this device, this iPhone 6 Plus, and mount it right in your car. And then run a audio connection or a Bluetooth connection to your car's stock head unit, and that way you get the best of both worlds. So this is CarPlay Activator, ladies and gentlemen, and as you can see, it looks just like the CarPlay interface. Now, some of you may be wondering, why is he recording this video in the dark? He never does this. And that's true. I don't normally record videos in the dark, but the reason why I'm doing this, I'm trying to simulate what it would be like driving at nighttime in your car with this CarPlay Activator, with the iOS device mounted on your dash, for instance, and that way you kind of get a good feel of how it will look and how it will work as you're going about your business in your car. So that is one of the reasons why I decided to record it in the dark. But as you can see, CarPlay has a lot of benefits. Number one, the app icons are huge. They're like 4 times as big, almost, not exactly, 4 times as big as a normal app icon. So your touch is much easier. You can actually interact with these apps in a much easier way than you normally would be able to. So say you're driving, you don't want to keep glancing at your screen or staring at your screen. Well, normally if you try to hit an app icon that's a fourth of this size, it would be hard to hit that app icon. Well, here you just tap it and it loads right up. Here's the Spotify app, for instance. And you can see my music, browse, radio. I can go to radio. I can go to my stations. And I can just start playing something. Shave it up! And it'll start playing. So that's pretty much the way it works. Of course, you can go back using your home button here, bottom left-hand corner, and you can swipe back over, go to your Now Playing app, and it'll show you whatever is currently being played. Go to my music app, and there we go. So I have some radio stations here. I can, of course, go to my other features such as my Genius or my playlist or artist, but I'm going to just choose some nice classical music. Just tap on that, and that'll start playing that. So pretty simple navigation. If you're familiar with iOS, that's one of the real benefits of CarPlay, is that if you're already familiar with iOS, why go through the motions of trying to learn a whole new UI? And usually the UI in those head units in the cars are terrible. And then they have these terrible resistive touchscreens, which makes the interface even worse. So actually tapping on something, you actually have to press on your screen, like with some force. You have to press in to get the touch to register. Whereas with an iOS device with the capacitive touchscreen, you just lightly tap it and your touch registers. So that is probably one of the biggest benefits to this. You also see your signal strength here. Obviously, if you're in your car, it's not going to say Wi-Fi. It's probably going to say LTE. You have your time, of course. You have your home button in the bottom left-hand corner again. And then another benefit of CarPlay is that most of the actions contained here, if it's not just a tap on an app to launch an app or a tap on a song, if you want to interact with this text-wise, you actually have to use voice commands. And you can invoke Siri as well by tapping and holding the home button in the bottom left-hand corner, like that. And you can say, tap on Siri. What time is it, Siri, in Chicago? Okay, well, Siri's not being very cooperative. Well, that's that's just Siri. Siri being Siri, in other words. Let's try it again. Siri, what time is it in Chicago? Okay, well, we're not going to worry about that. It's the Siri being Siri, obviously. You also have like your messages apps. You can tap messages.
Would you like
and
to
then
hear
you can
your
tap unread messages, and it'll actually play those messages by voice. You can say, let's choose new message.
Shall I text?
Send a message to Sebastian Page.
Okay, what do you want to say to Sebastian Page?
Hey, Sebastian, I'm testing out CarPlay. Hope you're doing well. Talk to you later.
Your message to Sebastian Page says, Hey Sebastian, I'm testing a CarPlay. Hope you're doing well. Talk to you later. Ready to send it?
Okay, so we're not going to actually send that. We're just going to go back to our home screen. Here's your list of messages here. I can just, if you want to actually compose a message, you can just hit the little compose button in the upper right-hand corner, and then you can talk and send your new message. I'm just going to exit out of there. All right, so that's how you interact with the Messages app. The phone app is very similar. You can say call Sebastian Page if you want to do that. Not going to do that. You can, let's see what else we have here. They're third-party apps, of course. You have Overcast here, so I can load up some of my favorite podcasts. Okay, so like that. And I also have Spotify, as you saw. RDO as well. So any app that supports CarPlay, that has a CarPlay hook in it, will allow you to access that app from the CarPlay interface, which is really awesome. So folks, that has been an overview of CarPlay Activator by Adam Bell. It's still being worked on right now. It's not available just yet, but hopefully in the near future we'll see a version that's publicly available. There'll be options in the settings app as well. Now to exit out of CarPlay, I didn't show you maps. I guess I better show you maps. Let's load up the Maps app here, and you can see your current location. You can navigate around. You can tap to view the full map. You can go to destinations to go to a specific destination if you want to do that. And you can zoom in and out like that. Pretty simple use of the Maps app. And it too can use voice commands, but you can also type in a location as well. So it works just like a GPS. So that has been an overview of CarPlay Activator. Extremely exciting upcoming jailbreak tweak that will bring the CarPlay interface directly to your iPhone or your iPad. So you had an iPad. I think Adam actually told me that he plans on mounting maybe a full size or maybe an iPad mini in his dash as well. So that will be awesome to check out and see. I can't wait to see how that looks. But again, folks, this is really promising. If you have a nice car mount in your car, you have Bluetooth, you can do this wirelessly. You can make this look really good and make it really functional. And make it like you basically have a CarPlay enabled device in your car, which you do courtesy of CarPlay Activator. Now, one last question people are going to ask, how do you get out of this interface? Well, you get out of the interface by tapping the CarPlay app here, and that will relaunch, respring. Basically, this is like a new springboard, so to speak. It's running separately, not really separately, but it's like if you hit the home button, it's not going to go back to the home screen. This is its own sort of quote-unquote standalone interface here. If I tap CarPlay, it will exit that interface. It'll be like a respring, and then it'll take me right back to my normal home screen where I can use my phone as normal. So basically, it's like you have two devices here, a CarPlay unit and a normal iPhone. So let me just unlock. There we go. So there's the iPhone interface. So folks, what do you think about CarPlay Activator? Are you extremely as excited about this as I am? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. I think this is awesome, and props to Adam Bell for making such an awesome jailbreak tweak. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. This is Jeff with iDownload Blog.